Well, good morning. I wanted to do a little bit of a walkabout today to see how things are doing out here, see what's going on. It's a very cool morning. It's really strange. This is the middle of May, and we're having temperatures that are very cool in the mornings and cool at night, a little bit warm in the afternoons, but it's almost like it was March. And another thing we're having is rain. Rain is forecast all this week. It's great for some things, but not great for others, especially when the trees in this part of the country are so huge and the ground is so soft. My son has had lots of trees fall in his yard with huge root balls way taller than I am. I've had a few fall as well. But there's something I want to tell you. I want you to notice something. Maybe you have already. But have you ever seen a sky that blue? Isn't that fabulous? I don't believe I've ever seen the sky this beautiful blue. I'm just wondering, is it because of the time of the year it is in 2020? Not as many cars on the road, not as many trains and buses and people going here and fro, not as many factories open polluting up the air. That may be it, but it's the most beautiful sky I've ever seen. And it's beautiful here on my property. The trees are out, all budded out, lots of leaves everywhere. This is the reason I can't mow my yard, and boy does it ever need it. But I came out here the other day to get ready to mow. My poor old John Deere has a flat tire, so I got my Fix-A-Flat out. Tried that for a while, but that didn't work because it's got a slit in the tire. So the Fix-A-Flat just oozes out. But my son, of course, he's already got a tire ready for me. He just has to come put it on. He does so much for me. I am so blessed. So I came out in the garden back here to check out how my plants are doing, and they're doing pretty good today. I see that my tomato has little blossoms on it. Look at my tiny little carrots down in there. Aren't they cute? Cute. I've got to thin them out. You know what? That just makes me ill, thinking I've got to pull out these beautiful babies, and here they are growing. I've got to pull them out, thin them out, throw them away. I just can't hardly stand the thought. These are butternut squash, also called winter squash, although you don't grow them in the winter. You grow them in the spring and the summer, and then you harvest them in the fall, and you have them all winter. My cucumbers, they're doing pretty good. My bush beans are doing great. Isn't it funny how when you plant seeds, some of them come up and they're so big, and then others, like this little guy, he's just now coming up out of there. And there's another one here. He is just now coming up down in there. And that one too. That's so strange. This little tomato has little flowers on it. This is a, I think Beefmaster, one of those big guys. And these other two tomatoes I have, some kind of little patio tomato. Can't seem to find my little, I thought I put my little tags down in there. Nope. Nope. Well, these are my peppers. I trimmed out the tops like I was taught on the YouTube video, and look at all that growth on that stem, making a big fat stem with lots of growth. Anyway, I want to tell you about a channel I discovered. I've been watching him now for 2 or 3 months, and I really enjoy him very much. I think his channel name is Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom. I discovered him, like I said, about a couple of months ago. He is so interesting. He has a little over an acre property in Alabama, and he doesn't have a big garden on his plot, but what he does have are vegetables growing in several different areas. One side of the house he might have potatoes, another side he might have pole beans or carrots. He's put tomatoes in. Sometimes he shows us how he plants things, how he waters things, and he walks around with his cats he calls the kitty crew, and they all have names. Mr. Tom, if you're seeing this, their names are Trix, and she stays in the house because she's a grouchy cat. He says so himself. Then there's Cleo, a new mama cat. Then there's Magoo and Elrod. And people love his cats. And you can look at those cats and see how much they love their papa, is what he calls himself. One of them, Magoo, he's my favorite. He climbs on his leg, and he wants up in his lap, and he walks his property. He checks on his vegetables and things he does, and the cats all go with him. You'll see them trailing along, and next thing you know, they'll be in his bush beans, and he's got to get them off of there. But it's adorable. The man is down home, no nonsense. He just sits and he talks to his people, and he takes us along with his camera, and it's so fun to watch him. He is absolutely charming, and I love to watch him. I was just addicted to him the first time I ever saw him. Remember, if you stop by, it's Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom, and he's just a great fella. I really enjoy his talks. I enjoy the way he talks about his cats. I enjoy how they love him. His neighbors love him. His community loves him. He calls everybody who watches his friends. He prays for people during this difficult time. But he's just a great guy, and I think you would really like him. If you get an opportunity, check out his channel. So anyway, I just wanted to come out today checking out the weather. It's really, really cool out here this morning, but it's a beautiful morning, and I don't see anything new in my garden to complain about. I don't have any bugs on there right now. Everything is growing okay. So anyway, I hope you all have a great day. If you can't get out, that's okay. Do something that you love doing at home with your friends, your loved ones. And thank you for stopping with me this morning. I'm going to go have a cup of coffee now. Maybe you will too. See you soon. Bye-bye.